guys, my name is Brenna Nyambeki and welcome to another episode of Healing Hearts. We are so glad to be back. The month of May has been heavy for some of us. I always say it and I'll keep saying it. For me, Mother's Day is one of my triggers. So May was a bit slow for me, but we are back with a bang. And I just want to say welcome, and I also want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching, who's been subscribing, who's been commenting, who's been sharing, and anyone who's also been just sending messages of encouragement, especially this month of May. So my major triggers are month of May and month of July. July is when I lost my mom. So for me, those are the two major triggers. But anyway, today is not about me. Today we have a guest on our podcast. Drum rolls. So yeah, we're talking about grief. We're talking about how to navigate the grief journey. We're talking about just everything about grief. But we also try as much as possible not to cry on this podcast, but when the tears come, we do not chase them away. So ladies and gentlemen, welcoming our guest, Makofi. Over to you. Hi.
Hi.
So tell us about yourself. Anything you want us to know, what you don't want us to know, please don't tell us.
Okay. My name is Daniella Nyambeki. I am a 30-year-old.
Wow.
I just turned 30. I am so excited.
Oh, really?
Actually, I told you, guy, I'm 30. Talk 30 to me.
What? You know, when I turned 30, I was so scared.
Well, I was scared when I was 29. Mm-hmm. But anyway,
what's different?
Nothing per se, but there's like a shift. And the shift starts happening at 29. Okay. For me, it started at 29. Mm-hmm. So I think nikiwa 29, nilikuwa tunafeel nishafika 30. Okay. So that's why iko tu.
This shift you're talking about, is it in terms like just kidogo and then we continue?
Mentally, mentally. Mm-hmm. The way I feel like my mind right now is not the mind I had 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Mm. So, and that's a plus, a huge plus. Because you self-beat yourself, telling yourself, I wish I had this mind when I was 21, when I was 22, sure. You know. True, yeah. But anyway, here we are.
There are things that I did when I was 22. Nilakanga even najiuliza, what was I thinking?
You know?
Like, was that me? Like, hadi at times najiambianga, nirudishwe nyuma, I'd do things differently. But then I'm like, ata ukirudishwa, the things you did as a 22-year-old, as a 27, you were meant to do them at that time.
That is the life you were given.
Because I feel like, Pia, if you'd have skipped some... I came across a video on TikTok that said, do not miss a stage or do not skip a process. Mm-hmm. So if you're meant to be out and about when you're 23, 25... you don't do that, it catches up with you later. So
midlife crisis.
That's interesting. Mm-hmm.
So apart from that, I am a very fun person. Mm-hmm. Down to earth. Napenda sherehe.
Aluta. Watu wa ule kijana anaitwa Jix. Watu wako aluta ndio hao.
But funny thing, as I turned 30, I gifted myself no alcohol.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no alcohol.
Demwit. What the demwit?
I want to see how long I can go by committing to myself. Mm-hmm. But nimemiss tadanganya. It was Friday or Saturday. So the first 2 weeks was the last day I drank ilikuwa on my birthday. So the first week kwanza on Friday na feel there's something like missing in my body, like kuna kitu nikalambia sijapitia base. Anyway, so wapi it's like no discipline. Plus I am loving myself more.
So far, how is it?
So far so good. Mm-hmm. It's been 3 weeks. see, birthday imekuwa too juicy. I mean, congratulate me. I'm almost going to a month.
My God, I thought you were talking about months. Utafika for sure.
Yeah.
That's nice. Congrats.
Thank you. I deserve that. Congratulations to me. So,
but it's not like you're an addict.
I'm not an addict, but nitasema nini. So for me, sipendi vile pombe na it controls you. It gets to a point, you don't control it. It controls you.
It controls you for sure.
So na nikifikanga hapo, nakwanga nimefika like nimekunywa like and it's a good time, yes, but niko autopilot completely. So and then now I don't remember the next day completely, so it has happened like 3 times. So nikajita mkutano niko like alafu sipendi pombe hivyo, so I use other things. So I'm like no, let me try tone it down kidogo. But sasa nikitone it down kidogo, hakuna kutone it down. Ukiamua ni sherehe like you're going outside, because you don't go outside every day.
Yeah.
So when you go outside, you go, you drink alafu akinapenda keg. Please don't judge me. I know. It's like the cheapest alcohol.
You know, I had keg once. Oh my God, we're saying that in this podcast. Yeah, I had. Oh my God,
it's like the cheapest alcohol.
it is. Oh my,
but it gets you places like real quick. Like alafu sasa, for me, I felt like I can control keg more than makali. So
you prefer keg?
Yeah. If I'm pre-gaming, I'll just pre-game with keg. Three cups of keg, I'm okay. Like 3 cups only.
My God, never. I can never. And I had keg once. I think we were out on a project in Nanyuki. But you see, even business a keg, they're not clean.
Yeah,
choosing alafu anyway.
Don't judge me.
Anyway,
though,
okay, moving on.
Moving on.
About you.
About me, Kai, what else? What?
Hustle. You want us to know about your hustle?
I'm in customer service. A certified customer service representative. And also I sell dresses. I cook chapatis.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay. And I love my chapatis. I'm sure you love them as well. And what else do? I do errands for people. Let's say you're supposed to pick a parcel in CBD. I live in Rongai. So people don't like going to CBD. The hustle for CBD is crazy. So yeah, I do errands for you. You're supposed to pick up a delivery in CBD or anywhere within Rongai.
You do that?
Yeah, I do that as well.
That's nice.
So yeah, leteni biashara.
For sure. Yeah, money. So yeah, so today we want to talk about grief. So maybe you can tell us what kind of grief you've gone through, what grief means to you, how has the journey been so far, the grief journey. Just tupe tu story.
First of all, so as I was coming, I was thinking about how we're going to start this conversation about
Ulidhani ni
grief.
kitu serious?
Not really. Sijai go in such a setup before.
Okay.
Like I've talked about things, but not with cameras and yeah. So I was asking myself like how are we going to start this conversation? And it hit me that you see when somebody asks you what is grief, me sidhani naweza explain what grief is, because bado naendelea kuijua. In the sense that you'll Google grief, so it will tell you, but what is it really? So for me, I'd say I've been grieving since I was 12. I didn't know I was grieving till I was around 25. I know. Yeah, because
Tissues are ready. We are very ready for Tuesday.
Thank you. So I lost my dad when I was 12. And hapo sasa ndio maisha ili change completely. Like ile maisha yenye ulikuwa unajua literally like table stand. Ile maisha ulikuwa unajua si ile maisha yenye like yenye unapitia anymore. So like but I didn't understand. You see back then nikiwa 12, mimi sikuwa najua grief ni nini. Like mimi nilikuwa tu najua sawa wameniambia mzee amekufa na kukufa ni like umse hata ionekana tena. Like I don't know like anaenda wapi. Okay, tunaambiwa anaenda heaven. Ama sijui if you commit sins or what you go to hell. So niko like mimi mzee najua ko heaven. Sawa. But what does it mean? Like the memories, the moments we once shared, like he's not going to be there anymore, kukupeleka shule, like so such things. And nilikuja ku understand sasa hiyo ndio grief, like dealing with the absenteeism of them, like your emptiness, yeah. Umse hayuko na hata wairudi. I think I posted something the memorial yake this year. And one thing I really want from people, like people who knew him, is nataka watu wanipe stories za umze. Unajua, like, because I'm imagining if you lost your parent, either your dad or your mom when you were small, growing up you do not even have a memory of them, you know, like hiyo picha yao haiko completely complete. So yesterday I was talking with a friend of mine, nikimwambia kesho naenda kuongea kwa podcast sijui itakuwaje nini
the first time ulini ditch I was like, anyway, I understand. She's one of the people who I was just like, sorry. But I get it. I normally say it's such a heavy topic.
It is.
And you probably hata me maybe ningekuwa na ditch watu. So when you went in, my own was like, I understand.
Actually, you know, I love Sasa adulting, baby.
You were even writing down notes.
Yeah, you see, this is adulting.
You're focused.
Yeah, I thought this is adulting because nisipoandika nitasahau. I do not want to forget. It's
so
either
yeah. Sorry, so let me take you back to your dad died when you were 12. How many are you?
3 of us.
3. You're the
second born.
For a fun fact, Daniella is my cousin. Like I've just been telling myself, at what point do we tell people she's my cousin? So her father and my mother were good friends, very good friends. Like I always remember your dad coming to our place every week. Like there's no week Uncle Titus angekosa kukam kwetu. Uncle Titus na Uncle Enoch. There was no Uncle Enoch tukishingi uko chini Kibira uko just kizi naitwa Kibira uko chini. Uncle Enoch will come pick us atupeleke. Uncle Titus will do the same, either anakam your dad used to come tunakula na yeye kwetu and then wanabaki na mama wakipiga mastori. Tulihamia tukatoka uko chini tukakuja Olympic Estate. Your dad, unaona kwanza Fridays, your dad would pass by our house. Wakule, wakunywe whatever they're drinking with mom. Either wamewende out ama wafanye tu shughuli zao, but kuna points walikuwa natoka. So yeah, I remember, for me those are the moments I remember. Like your dad, I feel like you were not there when Auntie Karen alisemanga. There was a day tulikuwa event ya Churchill. Akifanya introduction. Then Auntie Karen akasema, Churchill ni kama tu Titus kabisa. I was like, because you know why? Churchill, we are sorry. Churchill anapenda kupiga luku. Churchill na luku umtoi. That was the same thing with your dad. Your dad na luku. Your dad na sherehe.
No wonder, I mean.
Ata Churchill na sherehe. Churchill ni venye tu adulting. But so yeah, so Daniella is my cousin. Her father and my mother were good friends. Walikuwa nafuatana. Yeah, walikuwa nafuatana. So yeah, so for you, 12 years, you're the second born. Your brother, meachana na how many years?
3 years.
Now your last born sister?
6 years.
6 years. Your time, I just want to take you back to that time. Because I know Dad was sick, yes, for some time. And then you're 12 years at a miss Dani neza. Ningekuwa na ngam, sikuizi najua sheng, na ngam kitu. Your time, Dad is sick and then Dad finally dies. Do you have any memory, like of your period?
Hey, of course. Sasa funny thing, iyo iko.
Oh, really?
It is there. Like, I remember Uncle Mautindo alimkujia. Alimkujia home. So, it was back in April. Time ya tuition. So, Sebi, I remember Sebi is our last born. Sebi alikuwa anaenda tuition. Na I remember dad akimwambia si lazima uende, like just stay. Na this time Zaya namwambia ako kwa kitanda, like he's sick already. So namwambia siende, but now Sebi is like, oh no daddy, wacha niende. This is after amerukishwa class. I think alirukishwa class 3 to 4 now. She didn't finish class 3. Karukishwa to 4. So now she was so excited, and then also dad was excited. So I was like, dad pana wacha niende, unajua nilirukishwa. I want to make you proud. I want to pass juni nini.
So Alison was focused. What's happening nowadays? Alison, tell us. What's happening?
So mzee akamwambia sawa basi naweza enda. So she went, alafu pia mimi nilikuwa shule, but mimi nilikuwa day school. So this particular day, nimeenda shule, so nimeenda kwa bedroom, nasalimia mzae naona nikaa hayuko sawa kabisa. So nauliza mam, mam, kwani? Kaniambia Uncle Moti hata anakuja, I think hata karibu kufika, anapeleka usi. So mi nikirudi nilikuwa najua si atapeleka usi arudi. So coming back home, mama ananiambia dada ameadmitiwa. Like okay, mi hata siendi shule kesho. Twende tuone dadi.
Aliadmitiwa Coptic.
Yeah, Coptic. Hata nikipita hivi
nimeiona. Hata mimi naogopanga Coptic. I'm just like, you guys.
Yo.
Guy, we are mentioning. Wait. No, see, alikuwa Coptic. It's the truth.
So, mi sasa tukaenda kumwona hosi. I think alika hosi kama si wiki moja. 1 week and some few days, but inafaa ikuwe hapo. So, the last day went to see him, tulikuwa na Spencer. I think na Roni. Akatuambia, mi hata daktari amesema niko sawa. So, mi kesho naenda home. So, mi niko excited. Niko like, so hata kesho aturudi hapa kukuona. So, mi naeza enda shule. Niko like, yeah, that's okay. So, mi nimeenda shule. Kurudi jioni, nafika. So, nimetembea. Tulikuwa tunaishi Nkurui, like, na uko ndani. So, it's like a distance before ufike kwa nyumba. So, nimeshukishwa na bus, natembea. I was with my friends. Tunakula maswiti tu, tunapiga story. So, nikaona Spencer. Spencer is my brother. Nikaona Spencer, and then akona kazini yetu fulani, saidi ya mom. Nikajiambia, 2 things are happening here. Mzee amerudi home, ama like sielewi, ama huyo amekuja kuvisielewi. Nikauliza, nikawasalimia kwanza, mzee kwani amerudi? Kaniambia, hapana. Sawa basi, wewe enda home. Kauza kazini yangu, are you coming back? I told him I'll come back tomorrow. I didn't even think about it. Like, why are you coming back tomorrow? Sawa.
Mlikuwa mnaongea kizungu yote mbele growing up akina Daniella wako. Packest of the packets.
Wapi Jose?
Kina Daniella walikuwa wasoko west.
So, sasa mimi nimetembea, nimefika home. So kufika home tulikuwa na gate 2. Ya kwanza alafu kamlima kadogo, gate ya pili. So nao nimefika, napata hii gate ya kwanza iko open. Najiuliza, what do you mean? Mbona hii gate iko open? Hii gate haifunguliwangi, like, haifunguliwi. So I'm like, kupanda kwa kamlima, gate ya pili pia iko open. What is happening? Kidogo, na una mlango ya mbele pia imefunguliwa. Na tunapitianga mlango ya nyuma. Alafu niko na gari ya mzae hapo. So niko like, si mzae alipelekwa hosi. So sielewi what is happening. So as I walk towards mlango ya mbele, nikasikia tu Auntie Kerubo akipiga nduru. Then it hit me. Mzee ameenda. Like, sikuwa hata mtu hajaniambia, but hiyo nduru ya Auntie Kerubo. That was it for me, because I was like, so machozi hata zishaanza kutoka. Sijui nalia nini. Niko hapo nimetembea, nimepanda, nikaeka bag chini. I think Auntie Kerubo aliniona ndio akapiga nduru. Because sasa mama kakuja hivi. Mi niko na mama. I think I passed out. Because the next thing I remember, nikiamka kwa bedroom ya Spencer. That is the next thing I remember. So nimeamka, najiuliza, kwani nini imehappen? Kwanza mbona niko kwa room ya Spencer? As in back then, ungeingia kwa room yake ovyo kwa nini?
Spencer alikuwa mkali.
So niko like, mbona niko kwa room ya Spencer? Na kwanza niko na uniform. What am I doing here? So nimetoka, naenda hivi kwa room yetu, naona tu bags ziko hapo, nasikia watu wanaongea. I'm like, kuingia hivi kitchen, kapatana na Zaida. You remember Zaida?
Yeah.
So nauliza Zaida, mbona unapika hii uji yote? Like, what is happening? Zaida anijibu, like, hata hayuko hapo.
Like, alikuwa shaanza, like, alikuwa anapika uji mob juu. Watu washaanza.
Wageni wameshaanza kukuja. Like, I know. Sasa mimi niko like, Zaida anijibu, alafu ako sijui na nani hapo. Na tulikuwa pia na shamba boy. So mimi kufungua tu hivi sitting room, mlango sasa ya sitting room. Auntie Kerubo, sijui auntie nani, mama kwa hapo, macho zake ni red. Kuja tu akanishika hivi, akanieka hapo. Kaniambia sasa dadi ametuacha. Nilikuwa tu nalia, because now I'm like, alafu unajiuliza, sasa watu ndio hao wameanza kukuja. Like, kila mtu akwambie pole, kila mtu akwambie like, what is this? Anyway, so that happened. Spencer came. Akaniita kwa room tukaongea. He was like Daniella, okay, ukijua life has changed. But then I never understood. I never understood what he meant. But sasa years down the line ndo nikakuja kuelewa. But mi nakumbuka siwezi sahau hiyo conversation we had in his bedroom. Amemba Daniella, ile maisha ulikuwa unajua
ina change,
imeisha. Like sahi it's a new life. So yeah, and then sasa hapo watu wamekuja tu wameshindwa wakikuja. And yeah, like kwenda kupima sijui manguo.
Sikumbuki tulikuwa naishi Rongai pia sisi. I think tulikuwa shahamia Rongai. Sina a clear memory of how tuliambiwa. Sina a clear memory, but I know. I remember when he was taken to Coptic, we were told. When he died, we were told. But I can't sikumbuki the exact nini. Because that time, I think I was young your time. So my question would be, is it true to your brother's words? Did life change?
Yes.
And did it change immediately ama kulikuwa na grace period? And if it changed, if you're comfortable, how did it change?
So I think it changed immediately, but sasa sisi hatukuona, or rather acha nijiongelele. Mimi sikuona, it changed immediately. Because I remember, I think nilikuwa class 8. Okay, no, yeah, it changed immediately. Juu sasa after class 8 now form 1, because we moved. Sasa tumesha hama kwa ile nyumba yenye tulikuwa tunaishi, tumehama kwa nyumba ingine. Shule, tumechange mashule. So niko like, okay, what is happening? But then again, you're not even thinking about it hivyo sana. Niko like, si bora maisha inaendelea, you know? And come to think of it, ili change by the immediately. But sasa ni mimi. Because as I said, mi sikuwa najua na grieve until I was 25. Because, so many things, rather so many decisions that I made, and the way I've lived my life, yote naweza sema imechangia kutoka tu yani kitambo. Like oh no. Here comes the tears.
It's okay.
So like I think ni kutoka tu hiyo kitambo. And nasema ili change aje. Am I comfortable talking about it?
If you're not, it's okay. If you're not, it's okay.
Mentioned something about Mother's Day. Unajua, it got to a point I stopped posting my mom on such occasions like Mother's Day. Because now I feel guilty kwa watu wenye wamepoteza mama zao. Like in the sense that I know, in the sense that
okay, I get it.
Like, because sister, the same way Mimi, like when somebody posts their dad, I'm like,
must be nice. Must be nice.
Si kwanza hakuna kitu za niumanga kama we didn't take so many photos with our dad. Get like those memories. Like nikikwambia sasa, yesterday I was talking with a friend of mine, nikimwambia I'm going for a podcast, talk about grief ni nini. He lost the mom. Pia akiwa mdogo. So jana alikuwa ananiambia hata inafikanga point, I think ameshasahau sura ya mamake.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
umesahau sura ya dad?
And I don't want to get there. That's why I think I am collecting all the photos I can. Like I keep on reminding myself. Because that can happen. Because there's a time I think nilikuwa nimekabila kuongea na madhe for like 3 weeks. It was not intentional. It was very unintentional. So siku yenye niliongea na yeye, finally she was like, unataka mtu asahau sauti yako. It hit me. Like, what? Enyewe, mtu anaweza sahau sauti yako, mtu atakuja sahau uso yako. You know, like, just everything about you. Like, they just remember you existed, but they can't even put a picture of you. So, yeah.
What do you mean when you say you didn't realize you've been grieving until you got to 25? What does that mean?
Kama hizo vitu za kusikia vibaya when you see other people with their dads, like self-beating myself in the decisions I made, like nikijiambia maybe umze angekuwa, as in I would not have made these decisions, I would not have been here, like sasa vitu kama hizo. I get myself in situations whereby I look back and say, hapana. Na I was doing that sasa for a very long time before nianze kujipea grace ya kujiambia no, this is the life you were dealt with, like you are here right now, what are you doing about it, unaona, like so anytime I feel like hizo emotions zinani weigh down, it's either I look for my dad's photo ama napigia madhi tunaongea kidogo, like yani najaribu tu kushift mind yangu from that. And nikisema nilikuja kurealize grief later, it's cause you see hii kitu ya okay, now the way life now changed, I can go back to kusema life changed kidogo. When dad died, vile sasa maisha ilikuja ikabadilika, it got to a point we were not staying with mom anymore, so we're staying with other people, relatives, so moving from one place to another, kukaa na watu wengine it was kind of hard, and inafanya unakumbuka sasa, yani unakumbuka mzae zaidi.
Man, I think this is the downside of interviewing someone you know her story. Now I can't even laugh. I can't even make a joke. It's because I know her story. So, like, I want to make a joke, but I'm like,
Itabidi sasa ndo nicheke.
how will that land? Like, that's the downside of... nimerealize I'm just, oh my God.
Oh my.
Yeah, I know, you know... And I remember my mom really wanted to have you guys, in all honesty. My mom ni vile tu hakuwa na uwezo. Yani mamangu hakuwa na uwezo. And then the fact that her siblings now, our other uncles and aunties pia walikuwa tu wanamwambia uwezani na watoto. Like my mom, in all honesty, sisi as we were poor. I normally tell people as we were poor. Like my mom alikuwa anasema aki watoto wa Titus ningeweza yani my mom really wanted to have you guys. Hadi nakumbuka there's a time, I don't know if she remembers, there's a time she was talking to one of our uncles, and she was like, simwache tu nichukue watoto tukuje tufinyane kwa hii nyumba yangu.
And that would have been better.
Uncles zetu wako tu za no, they need a good life.
Yeah. No, what do you mean?
By the way, my mom, because I remember your time nakumbuka sikuwa mkubwa sana, but pia sikuwa mtoi. And I think our parents kept thinking how to understand Kikisi. So they'd have those conversations on phone wanadhani hatushikanishi. But I remember the number of times my mom was on call saying, basi nipeni hata one of the girls. Tiapana, sijui they have... The time there's a time you stayed at Karanda. You remember me? Wakasema hiyo sijaisahau, wakasema vile you're in a good place in Jacaranda with your aunt, she can afford all of you. That time nakumbuka busy ya mama haikuwa inadu poa. So and then I remember after that you could see the shift in my mom's moods, because like you're also being reminded you are poor. Like you're poor, you can't take these kids, but I remember the number of times my mom kept asking for you guys. Yeah, I can't forget. Yeah, so this thing, I know for sure it did affect you, the fact that you guys had to stay with different relatives. Have you dealt with it later?
I'm still dealing with it.
Okay.
Because I remember last year, but when we lost one aunt, we were Jacaranda. Na really hit different. Because sasa tulikuwa hapo tunafikiria me and Sebi now. The memories too. Vile first living with her, tulikuwa tunaona. It was a hassle, by the way, because she kept on reminding us sisi si wake. Yeah, like ile... Sasa huyo ndio kwa all the people we stayed with, she's the one who kept on reminding us that manzi nyinyi si wangu. Like, and also the way she treated us, but thank God she really loved Alison, so at least Alison alikuwa anapata ka treatment poa. Because tell me why there's a day amekuja home, yeye alikuwa anakuja mapema, and then sasa we are related with her, yeni bibi alikuwa bibi ya brother ya mom. So mzee alikuwa anakuja late, so ni yeye alikuwa anatangulia. So unapata this particular day she came home early, I think around 6. Amekuja akatuambia mimi na Sebi tuingie kwa gari. So na hata tujui tunaenda wapi. tumepelekwa hadi workshop. Sasa workshop ilikuwa place yenye yangu anafanya kazi. Tumefika huko, tumetushuke, tumeingiza huko ndani. So now tunasikia the conversation they're having, the arguments they're having.
With the husband.
Hadi anamwambia, nimekuletea hapa watoto wa dada yako. Unataka watoto wa dada yako wakule nini? Like, as much
Nyinyi
as
tu wawili.
tell me, like, hiyo nyumba, and then yeye ni mtu alikuwa anaeka watu. Ungepata kuna watu from her side, kuna watu from the husband's side. Like, she kept on hosting people. So, kwa hiyo nyumba, hata yote mwenye alitubeba, the two of us, tulikuwa around 8 people kwa hiyo nyumba. So, tuko wengi. But tunaona alituchukua tu sisi wawili. Akaenda kumwonyesha, wewe, watoto wa sister kwa watu.
Wanararua mkate sana kwa hiyo nyumba.
Sasa,
wanakula ugali. Nyinyi mko mnakula sana kwa wingi.
Sasa tulikuwa tunajikumbusha na sebi tukisema like we have such memories with her, and also we have good memories. Tunakumbuka yeye pia ndio alifanya school fees ikalipwa.
So back to mmepelekwa so your aunt and the husband wanagombana.
Like sasa uko hapo unajiuliza.
So nyinyi mko kwa gari hiyo time?
Hapa ni yote matuko gari. Sasa tumeingizwa ndani ya workshop. So wako kwa kona na sisi tuko like you can hear the whole conversation. Like, and it's not the first time. Okay, that was the first time alitupeleka, but it's not the first time she was like alikuwa anatuongelelea hivyo. Like ungepata hata kuna wageni wake hapo, unasikia either mimi nimepita ama Sebi amepita, usikie sasa wanatuongelelea vile mama yetu alituacha sijui like I mean, and then you see sasa hiyo story ya mom kuenda. For a very long time I was blaming her, you know, like
sasa, do you want to talk about how and when she left ama tuachane nayo?
Because hata siwezi jua pasi, you know, come to think of it, I really don't know how it happened, or even when it happened.
I know, but I don't think I want to say it on the podcast.
But sasa una imagine, she came back, and then
you know the worst part was your time. We like you mimi sasa I came to think of it later is I didn't know which side to believe in, because even mamangu alikuwa ananipea story anaongeza finyo. I'm like ukisikia story na watu wengine pia unauliza
kila mtu ako na story,
ukisikia so which is which you get. So it was like there were a lot of things going on your time nakumbuka, because I remember even, and this is if you're comfortable, your dad's funeral and the whole planning was also, and if you're comfortable you can talk about it. How did it how was it for you guys? I know you're pretty young, but later when you had stories of it, did it, so maybe okay, let's go back to, let's talk about your mom if you want to talk about it, and then we can come to, but I feel like if we talk about the funeral process and the hadi kuzika, then we can come later now to your mom. Do you have any memory of the funeral planning, the times?
Not really. Hiyo naye sikumbuki, because we were not included. Mimi nakumbuka tu tukiambiwa tuende tushone mango. Nakumbuka nikikasirika, sijui ameniletea nguo gani, I was so pissed. And sasa I think now it hit me that unajua hiyo time nikikasirika nikilia nguo ni bambi. Nilikuwa nalia tu, yani nimekasirika cause sasa hizi nini zinaendelea, you know. Cause nakumbuka, I think that was the only part mimi nakumbuka being involved, like kusutu mango na viatu. But other than that, na pia tukienda ku-identify the body. Because the next day,
but you went to identify the body.
When somebody dies, you have to go the next day, right? So tulienda. Na mimi nakumbuka tukiingia, nilirecognize tu mguu ya mzae. I was like, ni hii ndo mwili yake, like ni tu yani.
So you don't have like a memory. Well, I miss the niko nayo. And then after do you have any memory? Yeah, like okay, sasa anko amezikwa, now your dad amezikwa.
Nakumbuka, I think I was coming back. Nilirudi 2 days or 3 days later. Spencer came back immediately
to Nairobi.
Yeah, I came back immediately. Yeah, so I think 3 days later ndo mimi nilirudi because nilikuwa narudi shule. I think Zaida, if not Zaida,
na Alison sasa.
Jumadhe alibaki. Nakumbuka because sijui kuna hiyo kitu huwezi toka tu immediately after muzika, something like that. So I think mimi nilirudi tu nikaingia shule or something. Hata I didn't pass by the my class 8 me sikukuwa hapo by the sikuwa on like
ulikuwa kwa dogo.
But then sikuwa on kabisa cause I can't remember. Unaona hiyo phase ya sasa after. I can't remember. I just have episodes of me crashing out. Kama there's a time nilirushia kijana fulani kiti tukiwa shule. I know. I know. Sasa I think sijui walikuwa wanaongelea nini and then nikaingililia or something. And then huyo boys akanijibu na I think alikuwa alijibu kusumza hiyo something. Nasema sijui kwenda huko sijui babako manini.
Hata una baba.
What do you mean? Nakumbuka tu the next day nikipelekwa kesi sijui ati to talk to we need to talk to you sijui your anger sijui nini.
Yeah.
So nakumbuka tu vitu kama hizo but hiyo iko blurry kiasi. Yeah.
Okay. No, so ulikam ukaendelea her mom sasa hiyo time. Alikam much later.
Yeah, she came back but now ndo nasema for a very long time nilikuwa nashangaa sasa wewe unataje watoto wako.
Ulikuwa unamjudge.
Like by the way vibaya sana like
for the
longest me have judged my mom like hadi nilikuwa najiuliza sasa hata tukipatana like will we ever have an honest conversation, you know?
Have you had the conversation?
We've had the honest conversation but she's not ready to have that conversation. Unaweza pata mimi nataka kuanza hiyo conversation but sasa ana dodge. Ama like I believe our parents we're in two different generations. The way they handle things, conflicts are very different.
It's different from
so unapata anaweza unajaribu kuongelea kitu utapata anakasirika zaidi like hataki hata kuiongelelea, you know, so you'd rather just drop it. So for the longest mimi nimekuwa nikimjudge like but then now nikielewa grief niko like this woman lost her husband.
So she was also dealing with it in her own way. And like, it was a lot.
Like she lost her husband. She lost the love of her life. Provider wake.
Yeah.
Like she lost a lot. Unaona? And then sasa amekuja amebakishwa na watoto watatu like
Ebi ngwerere. That is loosely translated to acute. Ebi ngwerere nini. I don't know, but it's just small children who are crying. Yeah.
So nikakuja nikasema you see I don't understand like penye alikuwa in her shoe that time but I'm really trying to understand. I am trying. I cannot but I'm trying. So ndio compare grace ile ya you know what, it is fine like even if we never talk about it I have to give myself peace. I have to forgive you kwanza na ni move on because the conversations we've had with her nishaona hakuna penye tutai like I don't think we'll ever talk about it na
to conclusion
like we'll never so okay. I'd rather make peace myself like nisonge tu mbele nijiambie the same way nilikuja nikamsamehea like nikakuja kwa because it took me so many years for me to understand that she was also dealing with
a lot. At what point did alirudi when like in your lives and like alirudi when
okay ile kabisa okay ile kurudi first appearance and all it was after I finished high school
and how was it at that time?
What sasa Spencer amekuja kutuona mimi na CBC tuko Jakarta so amekuja hali tu vile tu tunakaa tuko hapo nje tunapiga story kidogo ako like nataka muongee na mtu. Honestly speaking nilikuwa najua naenda kuongea na girlfriend ya Spencer. I was so sure I am going to be with a girlfriend. Kidogo. Nasikia sauti ni ya madhi. Aki make cry. I was like, Aki mom, nimekumiss. Uko wapi? Like unakuja lini? Like
that was on phone.
Yeah, that was on phone. So I'm like, oh my God. Atujaongea na yeye sijui like 2 years ama sijui how long. So I'm like, hey mom, unakuja lini? Sijui nini. Yani me I was so excited. Like that at the same time I was crying because I'm like sasa unatupigia tu simu kwani uko wapi like si ukuje kwani hutaki kutuona. So now I'm asking myself so many questions. I'm like oh mama kwani alituzaa ndio like kwani hutaki kuona watoto wako. Me I'm thinking sahi nikiwa na mtoi I would do anything for this kid. I get but sasa yeye yako tu but sasa hakukua tu like she was dealing with a lot
she made contact with Spencer first.
Yeah okay. Alafu ndo saka tupata because now I remember she left by the 2012 Na hiyo
And that died
2012.
that died in
2010, so 2
2010.
years later. And you see your 2012 she had a stroke, a mini stroke.
Oh really?
Yeah. Na unaona she came and had a stroke tena back in 2024. Na hii ilikuwa intense kushinda 2012. But sasa mimi all along I thought ile ya 2012 ndio ilikuwa intense compared to hii ya 2024. So hii juzi tukienda kumuona Spencer was opening up because he's the one who went. Like ile time madhali pigwa na stroke hivi alitoka Nairobi immediately akakimbia Kisii. So alikuwa anatuambia vile manze mimi nikiona madhe the first time the way it was ni nini akituambia vile hata singetaka nyi muone in that state. So and then he mentioned that ile 2012 haikuwa as intense as this. Sasa hapo like recently juzi tu ndo nilikuja kurealize kumbe ile stroke ya kwanza ya madhe haikuwa as intense as ya juzi. Unaona? Na me all along in my life nilikuwa najiambia madhe alikuja akapigwa na stroke akaenda ama ni alienda ndio akapigwa na stroke. Una get? Siku hata nashikanisha hizi vitu mbili unaona. But then finally I did. So I just gave her grace because manze hii kitu si rahisi. Si rahisi.
So let me ask. So she came back in 2012 and you spoke on phone.
No. Hii 2014 ndo alirudi. Sasa si 2015.
No, so the first time you spoke on phone
is 2015.
On phone.
So from after high school.
Hamkuwa mmeonana. So when was the first time you laid eyes on her?
This is now I think 2016 tukiwa kwa Uncle Mauti. Damage has been done.
Watatusuga tutaitwa family meeting. Hata sijui tutakuwa wageni wa nani.
So tulikuwa kwa Uncle. I think na what happened is sasa si hapo tumeshaanza kuongea naye kwa simu cause si alirudi after nimemaliza high school. So now at least we have her number, at least you can contact her, Ivo. So now as you see we are talking with her, nini, tukitoka from one place to another, at least we're informing her, nini.
But hamjaonana bado.
Hatujaonana. So this one time nilikuwa naenda, tulikuwa tunafaa kuenda Hosi, me and CB, Kenyatta. So I think tukaambia mom, tunafaa tuende, nini. I think nilikuwa nimemwambia vile nasikia vibaya or something, ndio finally nikakuja kumwambia wanatupeleka Hosi. So ndio akasema ati atatuona kwa Kenyatta. I remember the first time we told Uncle that we're going to meet mom. Unajua alikataa? So niko like, mbona unakataa niende kuona mama yangu? Ati kama mama yako anataka kukuona akuja kuone hapa. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? I've not seen my mom sijui in how long. Alafu the one time ametaka kuniona, unamwambia akuja nione hapa. Wewe hata ujui state yenye yako. Anyway, so I think we never met that day. Juu sasa si hapa tumeshagombanishwa tunaambiwa mnaenda kuona mama yenyu aje akuja waone hapa. So the next time I think hatukuambiana. Tulisema tu tunaenda like tukaambia tu madhe alifika I think Timo and then we went met her there. So that was the first time we met. Like mimi nakumbuka tulikuwa shida nikilia. Nilikuwa shida nikilia cause niko like wa hata siamini huyu ni mama yangu like kwanza ako na dready like that was the first time unaona na dread alafu niko like you had beautiful hair umefika aje huku like there's so much I would want to ask but I can't like kwanza tulikuwa na limited time uko hapo nile umefungiwa curfew like but that was the first time we saw her na ilibamba na sasa from there
zilikuwa frequent sasa
not really sasa ilikuwa tu mara moja
but at least you guys were in constant communication
kabisa so hivyo tu and then pole kafika point yenye sasa.
So let me ask hii meeting mko na mom, were you guys, did you want to ask where she had been, why she left? Were your questions answered?
Not really. I think alituambia tu mimi nakumbuka msai uko wapi akituambia sijui ako kwa sister yake ama sijui alikuwa kwa brother yake. Yeah. But like ungepata tu ana evade tu karibu swali zote. Like anataka tu kujua nyinyi mnaendelea aje, shule iko aje, like what are you doing? Like yani tu hizo tu maswali like mmepelekwa wapi sijui alikuwa amefanya nini like hivyo tu. But yeye kukujibu zile maswali zenye like those honest raw conversations we never had them. Now also sidhani hata bado ingeni hit your time because may feel like if we were to have that conversation is sai like sahi ndio the perfect time to have that conversation with her, like tuongee tujue. I think nikiendanga home unapata tunaweza vurutana kidogo, but then tukivurutana narudi namwambia kitu, namwambia but mama unajua hivi ndio iko na hivi ndio mimi niko, like she does not know us, she only knew us tukiwa wadogo. Unaona, like growing up ametulea sawa, but it got to a point she's not there in our lives anymore,
so there's a lot that has changed.
She does not know us, like she does not know us sisi vile tuko sai watu wakubwa. Unaona, ndio pia anaendelea kutujua. So unapata tunaweza clash kwa vitu na unamwambia tu hapana mam, mi iko hivi na hivi, because hata sai kuna conversations zenye singe have na yeye 3-4 years ago zenye naweza mwambia hapana mam, iko hivi na iko hivi. Wewe kama unasikia vibaya, wewe sikia tu vibaya, but mimi nimekuambia vile iko, because pia yeye akitaka kuniambia si ataniambia. True. Thing. Yeah.
Anyway, you're 30 years old. You mentioned it, you are 30.
Yes, I am. Talk 30 to me. There's something I wrote that ningetaka tuongee.
Guys, to all my guests, please write down your notes.
Sasa, I think unaona hii time yenye tulizika shosh. Mimi sasa hapo ndio
when
2023. Sasa hapo ndio mimi nilikuwa sasa nalia sasa ya mzai.
Oh really?
Yeah, nilikuwa sasa nalia ya mzai.
Okay.
Like ile ya ukweli. Yes, nilikuwa nalia shosh, but nilikuwa nalia mzai.
Why?
I feel like sasa hapo ndo mimi sasa ukikwambia naelewa grief sasa. Sasa ndo nilikuwa sasa nimeanza kuelewa grief. So me, yes, I was crying for Baba, but I was also crying for Dad. Like ile cause kama this year I attended a burial. Yeah, there's a friend of mine who lost their dad. Na ever since, like I think matanga ya mzai sija attend matanga ya another mzai. Nimekuwa tu nikiattend baba shosho ya mtu amekufa.
Is it by choice?
No. Hivyo tu like imenipata hivyo. Yeah, nimeattend ya
I think maybe it's the universe that was also trying to,
I think so. Cause unaona hii sasa this
like
year
protect you or
this
something.
year Feb. Acha nikwambie nikisoma eulogy ya huyo mzee. Hey, nilikuwa naona hey. What? What do you mean? Me hadi sahi natafuta eulogy ya mzae.
Oh really?
Na there's a cousin of mine aliniambia ako nayo, so I have to make it a point niende tu nichukue copy because najua hata nipea yote. Niende nitoe copy or something because yani it hit me. Kwanza hizo tributes za watu, like tributes, because mimi sikuandika. I am so sure hiyo tribute yenye iliandikwa, it didn't come from my heart.
Yeah.
It didn't come from the heart because I even don't remember it.
Deadline you were young.
I honestly don't remember it. So ningetaka sana niisome. Niko like, okay, sawa, you guys created these words for me, it's fine, but this is not what I had wanted to write or something. Because mimi, I think naandikanga barua na namwandikianga barua every other time. Like nikifeel, let me just write for you. Let me write. Because hii burial ya huyu baba ya beshte yangu.
Ni kama ili open up that window.
Like sija attend mpaka nikajiuliza, so this is the first nini nimeattend, but then I didn't kajiuliza what do you mean, but it hit different. Like it hit different kabisa and sasa sijui grief ina open up ni kama tuseme ni kama waves.
Yeah.
Ni kama waves, like it comes inakubeba like you feel you can't breathe, and then now all of a sudden hiyo wave inatulia kidogo and then you see the light. Sasa for me hiyo light inakuanga the memories, the beautiful memories. Like sasa vile umenipatia story napendanga kupata kama hii time this April memorial ya mzae tulikuwa na Roni. Roni alita mzae sharp boy. I was so happy.
True. Budako. Budako alikuwa sharp boy for sure. Ungekaa vibaya hivi. Budako angetuza si wote. Wallahi tena. But you see, in hindsight, I normally feel your dad was smart. Your dad was very smart. and his smartness will land him in trouble at times. Like, there are things I feel like I can't say hapa, but his smartness would land him in trouble at times. But one thing I know about you, I remember about your dad, he was, ye hakuwa anajua ati kuplay safe. Alikuwa anakuta tu we ni fala, we ni ukimkasi. And then the beauty pia was, and I think most of us have it, is budako alikuwa anakupasha na amemaliza. The next time anapatana nawe, he's telling you something else. So weka bado umekwama huko, akotuza we ni fala. And then akirealize bado umekwama huko, inambo zaidi. So hata anaachana tunaye, because he's like, hiyo maneno tulimaliza, situsonge, like tuende to the next thing. Yeah, that's something I remember, and I think it's something most of us have, because hata me I'm like that. I'm always like, I took my story.
Kwanza kama tuliongelelea
and you're still holding on to it. I'm just like, you have a lot to deal with, so just deal with it. So you've said it's a conversation you've not had with your mom, and I'm happy the fact that you've said for you're extending grace, because you're just like, in a way unajipea closure, because the closure itakam from your mom.
Haitakuji ni kama death, you see. Sorry to cut you short. Unaona, ni kama suicide. You see, this friend of mine lost their dad through suicide.
Oh, really?
That's something. You'll never get the closure.
Yeah.
You'll never, like, hata utakeaje. Hauwezi jua nini lipush say to a point where they decided to take their life. So, same case, like, I cannot, like, get closure to that. So I have to give myself grace. Juni mimi inanisumbua. See, maybe kind of msumbua, she knows how she's dealing with it. Unajua? But sasa for me, I need to know how I'm dealing with it. Ndio sini affects na every other relationship I'm having.
Okay.
You know, so
how my next question will be, now that Ona feel, now it's when you're grieving, how does that look? How is it for you?
I feel like I'm attracting people also grieving.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or not grieving per se, but they've lost somebody, like really close to them, either a parent. Because, like, say, most of my friends, most of the people I'm meeting, they've either lost their mom or their dad, like, hapo to in between, hapo katikati. So either ni mimi psychologically, I'm just attracting them, ama like sijui, but I know my triggers. I am really working on my triggers.
Do you mind sharing your triggers? I normally, like, I'm always interested in hearing people. But it's okay, again, if you're not comfortable. I'm always interested to hear people's triggers.
I'd share only one. Sijui kama ni trigger, but it's like a pattern and it's something nime-notice. Na yote tu inatoka kwa grief na vile tu mzee wangu alikufa. I am attracted to family men. Yeah.
Leo silali.
What? In the sense that nimekuwa nikitafuta a father figure.
Okay.
Unaona?
Okay.
Like, cause nikiangalia the relationships I've had, natafuta mzae wangu kwa these relationships. Unaona?
Okay.
The same way, for a very long time, I was praying and asking and manifesting to the universe to bless me with a man like my brother. But then again, nikajiambia, you're already blessed with this man. He's your brother.
Why do you want him
Why
again?
do you want me? Why do you want another man like him? So now, hiyo yote inatoka tu kwa, me, I'm looking for a man like my dad. Like, na hiyo inanisumbua sana, like sana
to date.
Sana. To date inanisumbua sana. It has affected my relationships, by the way.
So, sorry to cut you short. What exactly are you looking for? Is it like, what exactly are you looking for? Can I give you an example? I noticed later, and I was actually, for the longest, so my age difference yangu na my eldest bro ni 7 years. For the longest time, I dated men who are 7 years older than me. And I always wanted men who give me solutions. I didn't want people, ati tunakam, pia unaniuliza, nisikuwa nataka hiyo. And so for the longest time, hata mimi nilikuwa nakosana na the men I dated because you don't have what my brother has. You get like, okay, one, you're 7 years older than me, sharp. But mi nataka mtu, unajua brother wangu mkubwa anakuanga hivi chap. So I had to, like, there's a time I had to take a sit back and just evaluate that part. And then I met my person who's not 7 years older than me, which is fine. Very fine. So for you, what exactly? For me, I was looking for, because my brother alikuwa ashanizoesha, Brenda, nimesema, toka hapo, fanya hii, you get. So I wanted someone who'd tell me that. I didn't want to negotiate. But you see, that has an impact on the relationship as well. Because now you tend to see this person as what? Asizi sema no,
like unaogopa sasa.
So then I just told myself, hapana, I don't want that. I want someone mwenye tutaambiana, okay, let's move from point A to B because we need to do this and this and that. So for you, what exactly are you looking for?
Well, I'd say partly kitu kama hiyo. But then again,
for true, your dad, I remember your dad, mi nakwambia, babako alikuwa anaingia tu mahali vitu zinasonga.
Bas, right?
Vitu alikuwa tu anaingia place,
yes,
things would move. And he hated the fact that ati hamna like hakuwa na understand
nyinyi watu wote
mmeka tu hamna like hakuwa na understand.
So basically kitu kama hiyo na like a provider like na si ati you do not have to have all the money in the world. You get like, and then umechangamkaje, so kuna vile hizo tu attributes na tu aspects zinafanya it's crazy.
Work on that, my sister, work on that. Hiyo
kwanza ni kazi
nitakwambia tu because it puts a strain on the relationship. It has a very heavy strain on the relationship.
But then again, also acha nikwambie grief we deal with it differently. Kuna watu wenye wanapitia grief wana decide they don't want even to become parents.
Yeah.
You know, like ameamua tu na moving forward akipatana na wewe anakuambia me don't want kids, you know. But then sasa mimi niko hapo katikati. Mimi a part of me is like nikifika mahali na ikue awatoia wakuji like nimeamua, it's fine. But then again, I also have this idea, this dream that I want a mini me. But then again,
you just get one.
What?
Just get one. Just get one.
Anyway,
I feel like grief brings out a new character in you. Grief brings a new character, and I've always said it. I think hata on my TikTok I say it. For me, sahi hakuna kitu inanishtua.
Goes my next question.
Kisema
sahi, sindio? See, for you, you lost your dad. Where you didn't even.
I don't know my dad. Yeah.
Sasa ukakuja ukapoteza madhe ukiwa mkubwa, right?
Yeah.
Like. So we're having this debate with a friend of mine. Hii time tulienda matanga Feb. Which is better? Though I know there's hakuna, but which is better? Having to deal with grief ukiwa mdogo, like growing up with it, ama sai, like kama sasa sai, God forbid, I lose my mom, God forbid. Like dealing with grief as an adult compared to dealing with grief. I feel like
dealing with it as an adult is better because then you're aware of what is going on. That's how I feel. Like you are aware that this woman is dead. You are aware that there are things that are going to change. You are aware that this is a new journey. Like I feel like you are cognizant of this stage that you're in right now. And like unaona vile wewe unasema mkiwa watoi mliambiwa tu eneni mshone nguo piteni huku eneni unaona mimi hata as it is right now I know nothing about hata ukiniambia siku babangu alizikwa mimi hata niliambiwa sijui nilikuwa nanyonya sijui nani because my mom was busy crying you get I feel like I feel say if I was to lose someone close to me I'm more aware. Of course, all of them are different, but the fact that I am aware of grief this person is dead. It's gonna take time. I have to deal with this in stages, in processes, hivyo. For me, I feel like nikiwa mkubwa, it's kind of better.
Because I've experienced people who've lost now, I think 2 friends who've lost one has lost the dad, na mwingine amepoteza mamake. Sasa huyu amepoteza mamake, acha tuanze na the dad. Huyu amepoteza the dad.
The suicide one.
Yeah, the suicide one. I think how many days later? Oh, sorry, how many days later? I think mzee wake alikufa 1 year after amezaa. So you see, mtoi bado ni mdogo, maybe anaweza kuwa kona ile postmortem, ile pregnancy, right?
Postpartum,
Yeah, pregnancy. And then also, now she's dealing with grief. The way I saw her, I felt like ilim disorient completely. Of which bado, she's in February, she's still dealing with it. Mwingine mwenye she lost the mom, yeye kwanza hata hajalia. She didn't cry, like, at all. Nadia anakuambia, me I didn't cry. I didn't manage to go for the burial. Sikuwa Nairobi. But sasa, when we met, now we're talking about it, nini, she's like, mi hata sikulia. Like, iko tu sawa, like. But sasa, she's using humor, like, kuna vile, ukisikia, mta joke, mtafanya nini, but she's not really, like, talking about it. Ako tu, like, ili happen. And then ukijaribu kumwongelesha, she's like, mi hata mama alikuwa anaishi Kisumu, mi niko Nairobi, so hata hiyo relationship ilikuja ika, so ako in denial. Bado haja accept. Ako hiyo stage ya denial.
Which is fine. She's
right?
One of the stages.
But sasa, unaona ukiwa mdogo, I feel like ukiwa mkubwa, yes, ni better, but inaweza kudisorient completely to a point where sasa it damages or it affects the relationships around you. Vile tu sasa pia ukiwa mdogo, like now growing up, if you don't identify it mapema, it catches up with you later on, whereby sasa now it's like you're starting to unlearn so much. Unaona? Because kama mimi say I'm unlearning so much that zenye hazinisaidii. Unaona? Vitu zenye nilikuja niliadopt to along the way, living with this person, with this other person, like for survival or sijui for what. So I'm unlearning so much that maybe, because bedhe hakuna siku yenye sijiulizangi ningekuwa wapi kama mzee angekuwa.
Enyine mngekuwa mabumbi. I learned that word as well. Nye hata sai sidhani mngekuwa Kenya.
Like
atungewaweza.
Unasema nini? Mzee alikufa kama ndio anaangalia banda school.
Nye atungewaweza. Siawasho nye hata mngekuwa kazinzi wa Mayolo. Nye atungewaweza for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, the most important thing I'm learning to do is giving myself grace.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Like, hiyo too, because, no one's perfect. I think all you can hope for is just living your life without crossing somebody else's boundaries or... Because, manze, me, I feel like grief may sum up most of my life. So I am manifesting, and every day I write journaling and all. Like, manifesting, I'm going to enjoy my 30s. Like...
better.
I will. Like, me, my 30s, like, my 30s, my 40s, I'm going to enjoy them to the fullest. Because huku kwingine nimekuwa tu nikistruggle, nikisurvive. Nikiunlearn, I want to enjoy my 30s.
I'll share that podcast. Was it a podcast? It was a talk. There was this woman who said, do not build an altar for your grief. What that means is, you know how an altar can be something permanent?
Yeah.
Yes, you're going through grief. That is totally understandable. No one is disputing that. But it's something I also learned. Like, I have learned to... I normally tell people, mi nakuanga saa ingine na time ya kulia.
Yeah,
like there are times, I will set aside time nijiambie, kesho nataka kulia. And as I've told you, I know my triggers. How that has helped me is, in as much as the waves will come, the grief waves will come and hit me, I will be like, let me pack it for now. I will deal with it later. Because kitambo, grief ilikuwa inanipata. Uko mastori na watu, kwa mastori na watu unaanza kulia. Unaget. So nowadays, I'm really aware. I'm like, the wave has come.
Yeah.
I will pack it kwanza. Then pick it later. Either when I get home and I'll just be like, let me cry. And I let it out.
Yeah.
So as you, and for you, the fact that you said now is when you're fully understanding grief, it's going to be, let me not say challenging, it's going to be interesting. But what I can say is try and make, you see the way you're trying to get the memories of your dad and your stories, also don't be so hard on yourself. Just try and make light of it. Yeah. Try and make light of it. Try and like anytime tu unapata watu wakipiga stories za buda zao, pia we piga. One thing that I'm happy is the fact that you've decided to extend your mom grace, the fact that she left for some years and then came back. The fact that you've decided you're extending her grace, that says a lot. It means, as I've said, you're really aware of your grief, where you are right now.
Yeah.
For me, the grief, I have really had to learn my grief awareness. Like, I know. This year, I thought Mother's Day nitakuwa gangster, but ikanitandika. July ndo hiyo inakuja na job inaenda kuninyorosha. Like, I'm fully aware. Yeah. Other triggers, but which are not so heavy, is when people talk about their parents. But for me, I'm just like, it's fine. They are your parents. So, nowadays, but kitambo nilikuwa, watu wanamwambia mama yangu, mama yangu alikufa. Nowadays, I'm just like, it's fine. So, me, siku hizi hata napiga story, you'd think my mom is alive. And then, mama tu napiga, so, is your mom in Nairobi or Kisii? 6 feet under. Like, oh yeah, Brenda, no nice emative. I'm like, yeah. Like she's 6 feet under and life goes on, yeah. Maybe what I can ask you, what is one thing that grief has taught you? 2, is there something you'd like to tell anyone who's going through grief out there? And 3, what special or unique message do you have to pass to, our family has a lot of, but I don't think we want to talk about our family on this podcast. Is there something you'd want to tell people who are dealing with people who are going through grief? So let's start with, what has grief taught you? No. That will be our last one. Is there something that you'd like to tell people who are dealing or around people going through grief?
There's no time frame.
Okay.
There's no time frame, and it can be exhausting, really exhausting.
Please be patient with them.
But it can be exhausting.
I remember the time someone asked me if I'm bipolar. I was like,
it can be exhausting. Hapo kwanza kwa exhausting, because I think after Shosh, but after Shosh, I attended like 5 burials, different people. Na kwa those 5 burials, 4 of them were for one person, a friend of mine. So dem, whenever we're with her, nini, you see she's lost 4 people. 3 are very close to her. 1 was not so close, but also close. But these 3 are immediate family. Brother, mother. So whenever I'm around her, I think at first nilikuwa na feel yo overwhelmed and all. But then again, you sit with her again, and then you feel you're supposed to be there for her. Like, because aina time frame. I can't imagine whatever she's going through.
Yeah.
Because in a span of 1 year, she lost 3 people. Like, hata upatiwi break ya kupumua, upatiwi break ya grieve. Mwingine ameenda.
Back to back.
It was just back to back. So you just need to like give grace to these people, patience. Na in a time frame, like you can grieve till your death. I mean, because you see now, this is a void that is
no
created.
One can feel.
Na iko hapo for life. This is something you will feel. This is something that mtu mwingine atakuongelesha, you will feel it. It's just there. So yeah, in a timeline.
Okay, what is one thing that grief has taught you?
that
Or
we're all
things.
gonna die.
Wow.
But the one thing, because unaona after nikikwambia sahi mimi nimeanza kuelewa grief. Brenda mimi niko sawa nikidedi. Unaona hata sahi. No, I don't want to die, but then I don't want to die.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, but gone are the days when nilikuwa naogopa. Like kuna time nilikuwa hey, huyu amekufa, uko like what? Mimi sahi penye niko by the way.
Uko sawa.
Somebody asked me, sijui, what do you want to accomplish in this life? Sijui, nikamwambia if you do it right now and you die, will you be okay? Nikamwambia mi hata nikikufa sahi, hata before ni accomplish.
Hata mi na feeling it. By the way, it makes sense.
You know,
that's why you're being told to live live to your marks.
Kwa sababu aujui siku yako ni lini. Unaweza toka tu hapa nje. Kwani watu wamekufaje? Si mtu tu amelala na hivyo ameenda. Si lazima ukuwe mgonjwa. Si lazima ati sijui uibiwe mtu akugonge. Anything can happen to you and you die. So maybe what it has taught me is like manze hatuna time. Hatuna time. You enjoy every moment you have because it might be your last.
Yeah.
Now we're all gonna die eventually.
We're all gonna die for sure.
Because in the next 100 years kuna mtu mwenye kusahii atakuwa. Yeah. So
interesting. As your parting shot.
What was the
is there
special
something
unique message?
Yeah. To anyone who's going through grief right now. Si rahisi. Waambie walambe glucose.
Talk about it. Yeah, I think just talk about it. Talk to people. Not necessarily I learned that unaweza kuwa unaongelesha mtu na yeye hakusikizi, but wewe ongea tu. As in inaweza kuwa imekusaidia like kuitoa, like wewe itoe tu. Atakwambia maybe 2-3 things, but deep down hajakusikiza vile ungetaka kusikize, but you've said it. So just like put it out there, like talk to somebody. Hata kama ni stranger, just talk to anyone. Manze.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. Ningetaka kurudi tena, maybe talk about grief in friendships. Grief iko na, it's not about death peke yake.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but for me, I feel like
there's a guy we had here who spoke about loss of a job and a girlfriend akinilisha to the whole time. Anyway, I think we'll organize for another episode. But
yes, please.
This is just to say thank you for coming over and sharing your story. Aki grief. Juzi we were having a talk in church on grief. So I was put as a moderator. You could see the body languages in church. People are just like... So yeah, thank you for coming and sharing your story. And I'm hoping that, of course, we are planning to talk about it again on friendship and any other thing. I'll let you know when I have another slot open.
Yes,
but thank you so much for coming over and sharing your story, your grief journey. And I'm just sending grace to you. It gets better. I can assure you, it gets better.
Amen.
It gets better.
Praise God.
The Brenda I am right now is not the Brenda I was when my mom died. I can tell you for sure. Even a year later when my mom died. So yeah, it gets better. It takes time, but it gets better. That's what I normally tell people. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also, if you'd like to come on this podcast to share your grief journey, please feel free to reach out to me so that we can have you on board. Otherwise, thank you so much. This is your girl, Brenda Nyambeki, and this is Healing Hearts. Thank you so much, and bye. Bye.